Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, the Sony ICF-36, and I perform a daytime medium wave band scan. First score features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third I'll start cruising the band. So here it is, the Sony ICF-36. I reviewed this probably about 4 years ago and did some band scans then. Not sure if I did any in between, but I think it's been a year or two or maybe 3 since I have. So I think it's time to take it back out and show you what this radio is about, because there's some pretty cool aspects about this and it's a low price. You can find these on eBay all day long for $20, $30, and it's a great little radio to have. You want something plugged in all the time, a kitchen radio, and you want all analog, this is the way to go. So let's check it out. Sony, all right, Sony quality, love it. I think I bought this off eBay too as well. I think it was pretty cheap. But here's the side. There you go, just simple plastics that Sony used. Sony emblem there, kind of raised up. With a speaker here, I think it's about 3.5 inches or slightly bigger. We got a cool little dial here and our information. So it says weather, TV, FM, AM, 4-band radio. So it's an older radio with the old analog channels that you can't receive anymore, unfortunately, with the radio. Though I can pick up a weather station on here, which is neat. Tuning LED indicator. Over here we have our FM band, our AM band, which we're going to focus on. Of course, TV high, TV low, and those used to work. But there's your little weather section, which is great. That still works. Right inside the radio, we have a tuning control. We have a high-low tone control. Now on AM band, seems like high is the best setting. Volume control and an earphone jack. Probably single ear only. They tend to do that. At the bottom of the radio, upside down there, Sony. Nice little vented bottom. Going to the top of the radio, we have our on-off switch. We have a nice flush-fitting built-in handle. It's rather thin. I'm surprised it survived these years, but testament of quality, right? That's a cool little setup. We have an antenna that comes up and rotates, so that's great. It's nice that we have antennas that do this. I get better reception that way. This measures about 24 inches, so does pretty decent on FM reception. And in the back here, we have a little tag. You can read. ICF-36, beautiful. It runs on 4 AA batteries, which I'll show you. And if you look in there, you can see the circuit board. Nice. Good quality stuff. Let's go ahead and pop open the door here. Now, this is a cool radio because it does run on 4 AA's or AC power. And, of course, the AC cord is included with the radio. I love when they do this because the transformer's built in. It's linear. It does not affect the AM circuit whatsoever. No switching supplies. This is just a great radio. If you can find this for $20, pick it up. Again, I'll have the link for you guys below to make it easy. But I put 4 AA batteries in. We're going to run it on those. But, yeah, there you go. Plug it in and go. You don't even need batteries if you're just going to use it in the shop or kitchen. It's a great setup. All right, so let's go ahead and do a little quick size comparison, and then we'll start cruising the band. Now, there's a different models of 38 as well. 38 drops the TV bands and the weather, and you just have AM, FM, but everything else is the same. So this is actually probably the better deal because the weather band still works. Hopefully it will in your area. I could pick up one station, and I think it's like a channel 1 maybe. I can't remember what it was. I think it was channel 1. But here's a CC Pocket. Current time is 10:58 a.m. Central Daylight Time near Chicago, Illinois, USA. Sunrise has been up about 4.5 hours, I want to say. About 5 hours, 4.5 hours, something like that. Yeah. But to give you an idea for size, this is a AM/FM weather band radio as well. Cool. Next we have CC Skywave AM/FM weather air shortwave radio. Nice. We'll use our frequency checker if we get lost on the band. Hopefully we don't. We don't want that to happen. And of course, if you don't have those radios, we have the awesome Iron Man cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He's a Sony fanboy, better than you, man. He is the tuning man. Or Sony in each hand. I don't know, I try. Cool. All right, so we have to turn it on now. So I'm going to use a Terk Advantage Passive Loop for during the day. I believe there's like a 4-inch ferrite antenna inside, or 3.5-inch. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's a decent size. So let's go ahead and we're on the AM band, so you can see it goes FM for a switch. On the AM band there, let's go ahead and turn it on up on top. Volume control. We're at the bottom of the band here on the AM. Nice fluorescent green indicator. There we are, our first station. Doesn't sound like much. This is 540 WAUK Jackson, Wisconsin. It's to the north. This radio is facing to the west, and for those who tune AM, do know that you have to turn the top of your radio to face the direction of the radio station you're trying to receive if it's a faint one. If it's a strong local, maybe not, but for this one we have to turn it.
It tells us for the first time, the American Heart Association has identified a new medical condition that reflects the strong links between obesity, diabetes, and kidney disease.
So there you go, 542 AK Jackson, Wisconsin, and yeah, I had to point to the north to receive it.
Or CKM is to get earlier diagnosis and treatment for people that...
The thing about these radios too is they're all analog, no DSP, no digital signal processors, so you get this smooth tuning effect during the day, which is really nice.
Going for just the third time to a woman, Claudia Golden has researched gender.
Stock markets are open today and stocks are off the lows of the session. Bond markets are closed for Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day. Crude oil.
Indigenous Peoples Day. Okay, that's interesting. This is a 560 The Answer, WIND Chicago. I am located near Chicago, Illinois, USA. Forgot to mention that, but yep, that's where I'm located. So there we are, one of our local stations, and we can tell we're in tune with that red light. Nice.
Post monitoring system, though, at the launch, it will not be accepting insurance payments. Citigroup is selling its consumer wealth business in China to HSBC. It will continue to offer
so it sounds best on high.
And Citigroup will serve ultra high net worth clients in China.
He lasted only 9 months in the job, and the next speaker may have the same problem. If the rule allowing anyone...
So here's 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois. This is 150 miles south, always nice and clear. I'm going to go ahead and put a Terk Advantage loop to this. It's a passive loop. I'm going to show you what that is. You guys have probably seen this. For my new viewers who haven't, I use this for AM listening, of course, the Terk Advantage. I always put links to this one. This is probably the best passive loop you can buy for AM radio. Now, if you have a lot of radios you like to listen to them, this is the one to keep handy. So what you do is it harnesses the RF energy, and it actually transfers it just by proximity to the radio. It does not need batteries, which is nice. So we're going to place it perpendicular to the radio, and I'm going to tune that purple knob to match the frequency we're on, and it should improve.
Presence in the labor market, and why, even now, working women tend to earn less than their male counterparts. Randy Hallmarson, who served on the prize committee, says Golden studied how the...
You notice the tuning light came on, we got more gain.
Centuries, in line with
lowered the noise floor a little bit too.
Work and family.
She can explain why the gender gap in earnings suddenly started to close in the 1980s, and the surprising role of the birth control pill in changing expectations.
Women currently occupy nearly half the jobs in the United States. They briefly...
Let's keep tuning. Okay, this is a faint signal. This is 590 WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan, about 140 miles to the east. Let's go ahead and try the passive loop on this.
Move in and slight chance of showers mainly
there we
north
go.
of Kalamazoo. Low temperature 42. Another cool one heading our way for Tuesday with clouds.
It's in Kalamazoo. Awesome.
We'll have a chance of some light rain showers out there and a high temperature 52. Mostly dry on Wednesday with a high near 60. Tracking southwest Michigan's weather, and Storage Meteorologist Matt Kirkwood. Scott, what's your story? We talk about drug shortages all the time.
Okay, so let's keep going here. I move the passive loop off the table. Let's move this chair closer to me. All right, let's go ahead and keep tuning. Just got the call letters.
This offer from Boost Infinite. For more, just pick up your phone and dial pound 250 and say Boost Infinite. That's pound.
So WMT 600. This is Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles to the west.
elected, my personal protection plan is owning gold. The Oxford Gold Group helps you buy gold.
All right, next one will be 620.
Everything you need to know in the Badger State and beyond. Now, here's your hosts, Sandy Max and Steve Scafidi.
And good morning to you, 11 o'clock, 11:06 I should say. Thanks to Connie Weber for that news up.
So yes, WTMJ in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. As you notice, I had to turn it. 52 miles to the north there.
A really big problem for the folks who live and work in Waukesha.
Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow.
So I thought we'd talk to him. I was actually going to see his face on my TV as I talk. Mayor.
The investigation came about. September 11th Snapchat photo message.
640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois.
Visible. The principal of the school says the student.
You're coming downhill off screen roll, drawing defenders, finding the open man because you are being attended to defensively. That's different than the next level, which is the skip pass to the open man.
Here's local station 670, The Score, WSCR, Chicago.
Placing you
Home
in
of the
the
Cubs.
action, so to speak. So if he can ever get there, that's real NBA point guard stuff. But for now, I think it's going to be enough if you can not turn it over as the ball handler in screen roll, and if you can understand.
Yeah, stop making sense. It's incredible. You know, this Eras Tour thing for Taylor Swift, $100 million already sold. I went to my local theater, and it was $20 a ticket for that.
720 WGN, Chicago.
What everybody's show, like, it's not just
local.
What do you pay at your local theater? $12, $15, $9? I don't know what it is.
I think stop making sense. I paid $14 or something. Yeah.
But this was like, it was like.
I'm waving to you guys. It's just me today on YouTube and Facebook, and you can make your comment there.
750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana. This is Catholic Radio.
Or you can email us, take2@ewtn.com. Or better yet, if you do call in, then I get to talk with you.
The state stands with Israel. On Sunday, Israel officially announced it was at war as fighting continued.
Here's 780 WBBM, Chicago News Radio. Yeah, they have old time radio Monday through Friday, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. if you like to listen to the old classics.
News Radio
I do.
105.9 WBBM.
Hey, it's 11:08. Traffic and weather together on the 8th, sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and material company.
It's called Zelinsky O's. And that's the website, ZELENSKYO.
820 WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois.
It's like glory to breakfast. And 50% of all the revenue.
We can't pick up Milwaukee's faint station here on 860. Okay, that music is 860. This is WNOV Milwaukee. Neat thing about it is it's a low power station, about 250 watts, or it's under 300 watts, I believe. You can pick that up, please. Keep going. Fairly accurate dial, too, by the way.
The government knows something. And I'm not talking about
890 WLS Chicago. Cool thing is it does work without the high-pitched whine. The camera does it. It's the only radio station I get a high-pitched whine.
There are people within the intelligence space who know things you and I don't. I mean, that's...
And ended up getting a cigar and just coming home and crashing after that. But what a weekend, yeah. So watching the Badgers, I'll say this.
920 WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Big Badger.
Michigan, Penn State, the play. It's going to take a little while.
And although the apparitions of 64 years ago, the grounds and the shrine have really maintained a very humble, untouched.
930 WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois, Relevant Radio.
You almost have a sense of what it was like 160-some years ago. Though due to increasing demands
some global
It makes sense
Right.
if you're looking at it from like that perspective, but if the room is like in the opposite direction, that's where I most likely go to like check the bathroom or like the drawers for like whatever it is, just because we're as women it's like we have to be safe.
Like the fire alarm and look in there for cameras.
I think it was 940 WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Yeah, they usually have music playing.
Isn't there like a device that you can buy that will be able to help?
They say it feels about 35 degrees. I see people wearing hats and gloves. But bishops and priests from across Wisconsin and the U.S. are going to come.
So this is 950 WNTD Chicago. This is Relevant Radio's sister station to 930.
They approach there.
You're not going to be using the machine so that you're not bothered by it.
Yeah. So how can you tell whether a new
970 WHA Madison, Wisconsin. As you can tell, it picks up the semi-locals pretty good. If you put a loop, it'll definitely improve. We'll bring the loop back in.
Devices, especially when we're talking maybe about smartphones.
Terk.
The manufacturers of the smartphones eventually will stop making software updates for that particular version of the device. So if you have like an older iPhone, for instance,
there you go.
Eventually Apple will stop making updates to the software that runs that iPhone. So you'll no longer be able to, continuously download those and close any vulnerabilities that are found on that software.
So there you go. Prove that station.
San Francisco's was galaxies better, significantly better than Dak Prescott. This was a completely outclassed football team from top to bottom by San Francisco.
1000 WMVP Chicago, ESPN.
Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders legitimately after what we witnessed last night.
Bubba, how do you feel? I always like to talk to a team.
1030 WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
I don't think you understand the depths of it.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it was tunneling underneath. There was all kinds of stuff that was going on.
Here's WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin on 1050.
Gliding in. I mean,
right. They were paragliding in.
Just absolutely insane to watch this unfold over the weekend.
Okay, I think we're getting a hint of 1060 to HFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan, 95 miles to the east. Some mixing is close to 1070.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Andy, appreciate it, man. Safe travels. And we'll be talking next week. See if you are one of the guys that...
Here's WTSO 1070, Madison, Wisconsin.
If Devontae Adams wants to hit that thing quickly, we would like to have a can't miss, and he might be a part of it.
Music on 1080 is WNWI, Okolon, Illinois.
Dios siga adelante. Así que, pues, les invito.
1110 WXCS, Chicago.
Experimente. No lo haga para recibir bendición, pero es
invasion or a terrorist incursion, meaning
Here's 1130 WISM, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hamas specifically landed. Our Navy is very, very strong. There is another issue, Chris, on this, and that is when I've done these hostage negotiations.
1160 WYLL, Hope for Your Life, Chicago, Illinois.
Possibly 200 hostages from, they're saying it could be as many as 30 different countries as the country.
Cool music on WSQR 1180 Sycamore. Yeah, this is awesome. The squirrel is on my radio. Yeah, love the music. It's great.
Voy a saludar al Zuli Ledesma, pero me di cuenta que estaba en la televisión y pues ya no puedo.
1200 WRTO Chicago.
¿Y qué onda? ¿Le chupó el cuerno? No lo digo, ¿lo sopló el cuerno o no lo sopló?
Ya se puso a vender nievecitos el Héctor del Torre. No, eso no es. No, eso es una realidad. Plagió el
1220 WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
No, nada. Plagiaron la pelota.
And when the cows are coming in, they have a collar on, and this collar is going to...
1230 WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin. It's an agro station.
And every time she goes in, there's going to be over 100 pieces of data that is brought from this milking.
For example?
Music here is 1240 WSBC, Chicago. That's coming in good. That's a country station, 1260 WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles away. Bring the loop in. Can't hover on that, but that's cool. Great. Let's keep tuning.
That's cheaper than you could even go buy, right? So do that one today for sure. How about our getaway of the day? The Weather Vane Inn in Montague, Michigan. A 3-day, 2-night stay, just $159. Beautiful, right on the lake. You guys are going to love that fall stay. I was up in northern Wisconsin, and I got to tell you, don't colors...
1280 WBIG, excuse me, Aurora, Illinois. The big radio shopping show. Get out your cordless phones and start shopping. I want to order the Big Mac pizza. What the hell is a Big Mac pizza? I don't know. I just made that up.
Valley Theater out in Sandwich. We've got them tickets for the 20th.
Więcej informacji na stronie zdrowechicago.com. zdrowechicago.com.
Might be a little hard getting selectivity now that the dial's tightening up, but you can see there's quite a bit to cover between here and here. 1300 is WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois.
Może byśmy tak razem pojeździli w Aerotranscorp. Nie przegap takiej okazji. W Aerotranscorp szukamy kierowców jest...
Speaker tone is really nice, by the way, for this radio as well. So if you're looking at these and you can pick one up for $20-25 and it looks really nice, you're getting a great radio. It's going to last a long time. And it's analog. It's a thing, and it's a good thing.
Teraz Pole Export ceny te same, a internetu prawie 2 razy. Then it's 19-month truce. For now, the Iranian attacks.
1310 WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin. Again, it's like 70 miles to the northwest.
And the Middle East region is quieter today than it has been in 2 decades. So.
Looking for that elusive game you played as a kid? Chances are we have it waiting for you. This replay also has the area's best selection of Funko Pops. If you're on the hunt for more common
Funko Pops,
come check out the replay. You can find out more about this replay on social media. This replay Rockford on Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok.
Rockford,
located on 6th Street next to Kohl's and across from Portillo.
1330 WNTA, Rockford, Illinois. It's mixing with WKTA, Evanston, because you got one station to the west and one station directly to the east. This happens in the evening, but during the day it really gets annoying because they're definitely competing.
It is an investment that pays back every cent.
That's 1340.
Only separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
We're going abroad for the first time in years to Spain, so we started using Babbel.
This is 1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois, college town. Usually has music playing. It's nice.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Love the benefit of Grace patients, families, and clients. Enjoy wine, beer, and food from local wineries, breweries, distilleries, and restaurants. Plus, live music, auctions, raffles, and more. Get your tickets now at agrace.org/sips.
Highs level off around 56 this afternoon. Under partly cloudy skies, winds out of the northwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight, lows dip down
1380 WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois.
Again tomorrow. High temperatures reach up to
on the state line.
Upper 50s Wednesday with a chance for scattered rain showers. Cooler Thursday with highs in the mid-50s. Chance for showers continues. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. On the beat, 92.3 and 98.9.
Mostly 90s. On the beat.
Call and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
Get your praise in on the way in.
Every day, all day.
Sonia Blakey in the morning on Inspiration 1390.
That's coming in pretty good. Not relevant radio, gospel radio, WGRB, Chicago, Illinois. Yeah, that's coming in good. I don't listen to that mainly, but it's interesting. It's on there. Got Music 1400, WRJN, Racine, Wisconsin. So we got some good stations right mixed together here that are all music. It's nice to have.
Is in demand. Hell's Gate Haunted House is in demand. The Halloween Experience we now have back in stock, available now.
Ooh, 1410 WRMN, Elgin, Illinois. Funny thing is, you might be watching this near Christmas. I tend to release these later on, depending. So it could be Thanksgiving. I don't know. Could be Halloween still.
Left off with Emily's.
So yeah, radio shopping show on 1410 WRMN, Elgin, Illinois. Yeah, get the cordless phone out, start dialing away, and get a deal on a burrito. An Iron Man burrito.
Summer 6. We have Larsa's almost sold out, going in at 6 on the 10, and then we have all three options.
Music 1430 WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois. It's coming kind of faint. 1440 WROK, Rockford, Illinois.
Travis and Buck Sexton Show. Riley and Joe in the morning. Live weekday mornings 5 to 9 on News Talk 1440 WROK.
Hi, I'm Joe Sweeney.
Cool. I knew they were going to say the call letters. Let's keep going. Hispanic speaker 1450 WRLL, The Real, Cicero, Illinois. A little quicker, finish this up. There we got WGEZ on 1490 Iron Country, Bullitt, Wisconsin. You guys can make it out or not. It's heavy metal on WPJX Zion, Illinois on 1500. It's beautiful. If I had long hair, I'd be headbanging. Different stations here. This could be 1560 WGLB, Port Washington, Wisconsin. This is 1580. WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin. Let's see if we can't make that sound nicer. Loop.
So, and they gave us flowers.
Oh, nice.
So that was really, very sweet.
Well, I mean, now that it's over, did you guys pretty much start now working for next year?
Well, we're going to see. So what
nice. Yeah, it's really close to 1590, which is really strong. WCGO, Evanston, Illinois.
기도할 때 어떤 환경 가운데서 복음 매일 수 없고 복음은 중단될 수.
Okay, 1620 is Traffic Advisory Radio, Lake County, Illinois. We could try to bring a loop in. I don't know if it helps this too much. This signal sounds pretty rough.
You are listening to WWPR 256.
There you go. Did help. Awesome. Of course, I mentioned, or didn't mention, full expanded band.
Brothers and sisters, things work for those who love God, who are called according to His purpose.
Again, the loop will improve the 1640 WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin.
To be conformed to the image of His Son.
$95,000 for a condo for a weekend is crazy, because we got a 4-bedroom home that's 12 minutes from the Strip.
1670 WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin.
Our floor producer for Super Bowl, Kristen, goes with us, and if you're going to go with us, but we got this 4-bedroom home, and we got it for 12 days.
Things to those prisoners, to the point where it led to most of them killing themselves.
So here's 1690 WBON, Chicago, Illinois.
They go home, kiss their wives, and pat their...
So there you go. There it is, the Sony ICF-36 during the day with the help of the Terk Advantage. As you can tell, this is a great local receiver. It's also nice when you're trying to pull in distant stations with the Terk Advantage. I mean, this is just a great investment. If you are a AM radio listener and that's all you like to do, pick yourself up one of these. You'll love it. This thing will last you a lifetime. Take good care of it. Don't drop it. And yeah, there's nothing to break really on it. Maybe the tuning if you're not careful, but I think it'll last for your lifetime. Definitely. I have an older Sea Crane one that's, I don't know, was built back in the 80s or something, 90s. It's old looking and it still works great too. That Terk is just a better tuner. It has to get a real better fine tune to tune in the frequencies. So yeah, let me go ahead and make sure this is off. Don't want to run the batteries down. Yeah, off. I wish I had a power indicator. That'd be nice. But yeah, overall, great radio. You'll love it. Smooth tuning, smooth analog tuning. You heard that. No jumping, no skipping. You know exactly where you're at on the band. I didn't even have to take the Skywave out to figure out where we're at. So that was nice. Never got off frequency. So perfect. There it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like if you did. 2 if you like Sony products. You want to see more reviews, band scans, tons of cool stuff that all applies with Sony. And you're a Sony fanboy or girl, make sure to hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified. And 3, comment below what you think about the ICF-36. Do you own one? Do you have one? Do you love it? Do you like the 38 better because it doesn't have these extra bands that don't really do anything, except for the weather does work. I do want to mention that again. It does. So this is actually a cool backup emergency radio if you think about it. Nice thing to have on hand in the house. Let me know. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.